Today I'm going to show you how to make a felt koozie using the supplies provided to you by Rodman Public Library. The first step is to pull out your patterns. You have one for the fox and one for the owl. We're going to put the owl aside for now and start with the fox. So the first thing you're going to do is go around and cut out all of the parts of the fox. In the interest of saving time, I've already done that. You can see I have his body here, his tail, his eyes, and a part for the other portion of his tail. This is the wrap that goes around your cup to keep your hands from getting too hot. You can see on the back, I've put little pieces of tape. I recommend, before starting cutting on the felt, that you take and put a few pieces of tape on the pattern that you've already cut out of paper. This helps it to hold it in place as you're doing the cutting. So for the body, we're going to need the body and the tail. These are our two orange parts. So we'll grab our orange piece of felt, and we're going to kind of position them so we have the most amount of felt. So that way we can kind of save it so we're not using up too much. So I'm going to stick that down nice. I'm going to do the same thing with the tail. Leave a little space, but it doesn't have to be that much. Now that we have our two orange pieces cut out, next I'm going to go ahead and move on to the sleeve. The brown piece provided to you is the part for the sleeve. So we're just going to go ahead and stick this to this piece of paper here and cut around it. Lastly, we're going to cut out the white portions for the eyes and the little part of the tail. You can then choose to use the black felt provided to cut out a nose, or you can go ahead and use the black palm provided to you in your kit. After cutting out all of your pieces, you're going to want to remove the pattern from all the pieces of felt. The next step is to assemble your pieces. You can see I didn't do a great job cutting around the ears and I lost a little bit. But if you follow your pattern pretty well, it fits perfectly on there. So it kind of lines itself up to show you where each piece goes. As you're placing your pieces, you can choose to use glue, which today I'm going to be using plain Elmer's glue. You can use tacky glue, or you can use fabric glue or hot glue. You can also choose, if you're a stitch person, you can actually go around and stitch all the individual pieces. For now, we're just going to use plain Elmer's glue. I think it's best to start with the body. I'd also recommend actually putting your glue on the brown piece instead of the orange, just in case you went a little and you cut the ears a little bit off the top here. Next, we'll kind of place the tail on here. And this might overhang just a little bit. Now I'm going to place the eyes. The round part goes to the outside on the fox's mask. I'm choosing to use a palm, so I'm going to go ahead and put the palm in for the nose right here in the middle. And I'm also going to place this part on his tail. The spiky parts go up on that. The last step would be to draw in the eyes. You can either choose to take a Sharpie, just draw an expression on the white, or you could take a little bit of black felt and go around there. Another option is you can use a set of googly eyes that'll be provided for you. So you can really make the fox your own and kind of make it fun. Next, I'm going to move on to making our owl. As with the fox, I've already cut out our template. And I've already stuck tape on the back of each piece. And I'm going to go ahead and add another piece of tape to the wrap because that was moving a little bit in my first demonstration, which made it a little bit harder to cut a nice straight line. So for the wrap for the owl, we're going to use your piece of light gray. Stick it down nice. Make sure it's nice and flat. And then I'm just going to keep it as flat as I can while cutting. For the top of his head and his wings, we're going to go ahead and use this dark gray piece. For his mask, we're going to use white. And this little piece is the owl's beak. So we'll use orange for that. Now onto the assembly. So we're going to go ahead and once again take off our patterns. See, I inverted the colors. This should be white and this should be gray. But I think our owl will still look fine, just the way he is. For this one, I'm going to choose to use some googly eyes because owls have large eyes. After you've finished assembling your craft, the next step is to put a little dab of glue on the little tab on the edge of your sleeve. I'd recommend using hot glue if you have it, but if you don't, you can use some plain Elmer's glue. After you put glue on the edge of the tab there, you're just going to fold it back and kind of make a ring with it. Kind of press hard. And you also might want to take a heavy object like a book or something and put it on top and let it dry so that way it holds nice. We're going to do the same thing for our owl. And there you have your sleeves. Well, I hope you enjoyed this craft provided to you by Rodman Public Library. Have a great day.